My name's Gordon Potts. This is Anne Carlisle, a colleague, and we were part of the team that delivered the Strengthening Families programme within Durham Prison. Because obviously we've got 5 minutes, what we decided to do is focus on 2 elements. One is pre-programme and the second is post-programme, about the practicalities but also the advantages of delivering that programme once you've overcome the practicalities. So if we move on, the time, materials and resources. The time is about how long it takes to actually get the programme up and running, which is completely different if you are delivering the programme on the outside. There's a lot of challenge. It took about 4, 5, 6 months to get everything in place. There's a few false starts, but again, you've got to be in for the long term rather than the short term. And you get to the first hurdle and you don't get there, you just, oh well, we didn't give up. We continue, but that's all part of it. You've got to understand that because it's within a prison environment, that it's going to take a lot longer because of the different hurdles that you've got to jump to get inside. The materials, when you deliver the programme on the outside, there's a lot of the activities. You need scissors, pens, different sticky tape, all that stuff, which again, before we went into prison, we had to make a list, and obviously you're not allowed to take scissors in, things like that. So again, you've got to adapt the programme to accommodate that for the activities that maybe you're going to use scissors, etc. How are you going to deliver that activity within a prison environment without the scissors? And you've got to overcome that, and that's part of the resources, because we had a team of 4. And again, it's about having experienced facilitators to be able to adapt the programme, because sometimes things happen on the morning that you're there, and you've got to adapt, and that comes into the time management and everything around there. Access to the prison, again, it's not like just coming into a building like this, you go through the doors and you're in. We did have problems of getting access because something has happened within the prison that morning. So the first morning it took me over an hour to get in, where we were looking at probably 20-25 minutes. So again, you've got to adapt to that and build that into your day's work. The timing of the sessions, because of all that, again, would be altered because you've got set times that you're going to be in. So again, it's the flexibility of how you adapt to that and the experience of the facilitators to do that without making the programme disjointed and making it run smoothly. One other issue we had within prisons, the programme is basically tailored for around about 9-10-year-olds to a maximum of 14. However, a lot of prisoners' children are like 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old. We did manage to get within the age group, or it was stretched I think down to 9. So again, that's got to be taken into consideration if you're looking to get a group and the people that actually would access it. Thanks, man. The advantages of the delivery would be obviously early intervention, because hopefully you're picking up things and working, especially with the young people, and looking at different ideas within the programme, like peer pressure, how they might come under peer pressure, and then how you deal with that. And again, there's role play exercises within, and obviously when you come together with a family, you build on what you've done and they've done within their session, with the DVD video, the parenting session, things about how to deal with your young person if they refuse to do this, or they're getting involved, maybe starting to use alcohol or illegal substances, and it's sort of to come together and giving them practical ways of maybe dealing with it and going through that. And it's not saying that you must do this and it'll work, it's about giving them different options and ideas of how they could address if that came up within the family. The benefits, obviously the family working together. There's a lot of programs where as parents work alone, children work in another group, but they never actually come together to join up the 2 sessions, where this is the whole family's involved. So there's a benefit there that they are working together and trying to overcome the problems from that. But to the wider community, because if you've got people coming into prison, is the criminal, are they still going to continue with their criminal behaviour, or if you put something in place that hopefully it'll minimise the opportunities and re-offence if it's got in the long term, would hopefully be a benefit to the wider community rather than just to the family. But you've got to look at it long term. It'll not change overnight, but there's pieces there that you start to build up to, and the strengthening families is just one small piece of a larger jigsaw. Time together as a family, obviously, yes, within the prison environment, the prisoner would be thinking, oh, I'm going to see more my child, wife, and yes, that may be their sole intention at the beginning, but the idea is once they get on the programme, this has happened on the outside, that people come along and think, oh, it's an easy ride, but actually they spend a lot of quality time, and you can see the change with the young person and the parents, that sometimes they've never had because of the chaotic or hectic lifestyles, that they've never really had a chance to do things together as a family. And you do see that change starting to happen over that period of time. Assessment on post-release, the work you do on the inside, you start to assess what the issues are, the problems are, and then you can start and put in place whatever the need is for when they come out, so it's a seamless transition from leaving prison back into the community where you're already working outside with the young person and the mother. However, when the father comes out, there's things in place, and again it starts to spread, and it might involve housing and things like that, but at least there's something for them when they come out and you can build on. And also the small follow-up sessions as well that you work with the whole family. You can do around 3 or 4, but again it depends how much work you're getting through the prison, so there is a continuation within that. Also on the outside, we've done about 12 or 13 programs, and there's only been about 3 fathers attended, whereas with the prison work, I didn't need to go into it too much, but the fathers are there also with the mother, and the children are there. So again, there's a positive aspect to that you're getting the full family unit together. The partnership work, and again starting to work with the prisons. Staff at Durham Prison were fantastic, but they wanted something to happen, and again, like I say, it was long drawn out, but they stuck with it and they were good. But there's other agencies on the outside as well coming together because they see the benefits of working with the family both inside and outside. I know I'm coming up to the end of the 5 minutes, and I'll finish on the flexibility of the programme. If we put all the points that I've spoken about together, that programme's still got to fit in, and it does, and that's the beauty of it. It is flexible and it can work, and it has worked, but the commitment needs to be there, and there needs to be long-term thinking with it. And I think to go inside the prison and deliver it with the family we've learned a lot from it, but I think there's a lot to learn as well to the benefit of the family services and the wider community. Thanks.
And the only